And what you recognize then by, really bringing the attention back to what is, back to what you are, back to the way it actually is, then that sense of comparison and not enough and grasping and longing and comparing and becoming frustrated and all of that, just it doesn't have anything to hang on to there, because it's home. It doesn't need to deserve something. It doesn't need to make something happen. It doesn't need to be anything different than what you actually are. All of that grasping and all of that pushing away and all of that, defending and everything that sort of gets going and actually becomes, in many cases, much more amplified when pure awareness starts to wake up within this body. It certainly did here. I mean, I was just constantly, like reflecting and grasping and wanting and not wanting, and it was just, it actually for a period of time, and then it stopped. Thank God. It became more activated. But the direct being, the direct resting, the direct here-ness into the body until it falls away. And it's going to fall away really, really quickly. It's shockingly how fast it goes. But it is your constant companion until it falls away. And because innately within you is a place of home. I'm home. It's what brought me into this incarnation, was to discover this sense of the true self, the natural state, the reality, the self-remembrance. Life is a gift for self-remembrance. We get really caught up, and I know I certainly did, because there was so much trauma that was being revealed. Because the more you're awake, the more you're, resting in the brightness and the vastness of your being, the more it's going to reveal all different layers that have been repressed through eons of time. And so it's very easy to become then identified with what's arising. We get mixed up. We think that we're now this that's arising, rather than we're the boundless being, that all of this is being freed up. Big difference. It's a loving act that's going on. It's generous and kind and wise and is revealing itself continuously. And it begins to break up all of the opinions and judgments and ideas and beliefs and rigidities that we've been living with and compensating for all of our lives. But the fine line there is giving it enough space for it to unfurl without then collapsing into I am now this, identified as this trauma in whatever form that it is. It's a very fine line.